Good day, Ma'am. I am Hani Daniel Esaclinaria, your student from Bachelor of Elementary Education, first year. So for today, we will be tackle about Gestalt Psychology, Module 9. Gestalt theory, it was the initial cognitive response to behaviorism. It emphasized the importance of sensory holes and the dynamic nature of virtual perception. The term Gestalt means form or configuration. Psychologists Max Wertheimer, Wolfgang Kohler, and Kurt Kufka studied perception and concluded that perceivers or learners are not passive but rather active. So according to Gestalt psychologists, the way we form our perceptions are guided by certain principles or laws. These principles or laws determine what we see or make of things or situations we meet. There are 6 Gestalt principles. First is law of proximity. Elements that are closer together will perceive as a coherent object. When objects we are perceiving are near each other, we perceive them as belonging together. Second is law of similarity. Elements that look similar we perceive as part of the same form. There seems to be a triangle in the square. We link similar elements together. Third is law of closure. We tend to fill the gaps or close the figures we perceive. We enclose a space by completing a contour and ignoring gaps in the figure. The fourth one is law of good continuation. Individuals have the tendency to continue contours whenever the elements of the pattern establish and implies direction. People tend to draw a good continuous line. So the fifth one is law of good pregnance. The stimulus will be organized into as a good figure as possible. The figure is perceived as a square overlapping a triangle, not combination of several complicated shapes. And the last one is law of figure or ground. We tend to pay attention and perceive things in the foreground first. A stimulus will be perceived as separated from its ground. Gestalt principles and the teaching-learning process. So if we say Gestalt theory, it is focused on the experience of contact that occurs in the here and now. It considers with interest the life space of teachers as well as the students. It takes interest in the complexity of experience without neglecting anything, but accepting and amplifying all that emerges. It stimulates learning as experience and the experience as a source of learning. It appreciates the affections and meaning that we attribute to what we learn. Knowledge is conceived as continuous organization and rearrangement of information according to needs, purposes, and meanings. It asserts that learning is not accumulation, but remodeling or insight. Autonomy and freedom of the students is stimulated by teacher. The time necessary for assimilation and for cognitive and existential remodeling is respected. And lastly, the contact experience between teachers and students is given value and authentic meaning based on sharing ideas and affections. And that would be all. Thank you.